Hello everyone, we are here. Welcome perceivers to the Evolution Collective. So being an artist is not a professional job, it's a way of living. Actually, it is life itself that it's creative, I believe. We are all creators, and the moment that we realize that our life gains much more depth and wonder. It's I believe creativity comes from curiosity and looking for answers that are different from what society presents us with, or culture, or it's a bit breaking the rules, which sometimes we confuse with ethic, but you can break the rules. You shouldn't break ethic. That's my take. Being an artist is not just an external expression. It's a way we perceive the world, and I believe that finding this way of seeing the world and then expressing it, it's liberating. Creativity is innate in humans and can be useful in so many aspects of our lives, from like the way you cook, the way you dress, the way you talk, the way you make a joke, develop your business, or definitely the way you develop ideas. Society and culture, as I was saying, definitely makes us grow out of creativity through punishing errors way too much, and I think school is big part of this conditioning that we have. The fear of mistakes and being judged with a grade, and all the rigid expectations that society has onto us, and exams. And I'm not saying that we should give a prize for mistakes, but definitely we should frame them in a different way. If you grow into a mentality that every mistake is an opportunity to grow, it's definitely better than being afraid of the next step you take. So I guess to learn these limitations, it's a first step to a fully lived creative life. I guess our goal is to unlearn these limitations and reclaim our creativity. This is quite a process. I believe it's not just creativity, but deprogramming is a really important part of personal growth. It is the first step, and it is probably the hardest one. That's why a lot of people give up, but we're gonna have fun here, so don't worry. It's gonna be okay. Creativity is many things, I guess, but definitely create new ideas, perspectives, and solutions that are both original and valuable. Creativity and genius are different, definitely different. But if you think about the great inventors, I believe we can all agree on the fact that they were both genius and creatives. A genius refines and perfects an idea, makes it work, makes it shapes it into reality, let's say. A creative mind brings something into existence, going over the limit with divergent thinking, and sometimes coming up with something that seems impossible, but then if the why is strong enough, the how will show up. And often creativity defies convention. I believe it's really important to break the schemes, the patterns that our mind builds to be real artists. Creativity, it's how we shape the world around us, and to show how we see the world, as the legend Rick Rubin often says. Art comes from a place that it's beyond the mind, and the mind is just a decoder. Being a genius, it's part of the decoding, more of the decoding. Here we are aiming to cultivate both with various techniques. Sorry for the background noise, but there is so much wind. It started exactly when I started filming. Hopefully it's not too annoying. Well, what is the Evolution Collective, or at least the Evolution program was called? Initially, the idea was to create a group, a crew of artists that were close to the brand and would release on the label and play our events. So it was planned to be launched in the future. But then I had this idea of like, why not go with the flow? I felt like we would start cultivating now this thing and work in a different direction. No, walk in the same direction, using a different path. Another thing related to creativity, let's say. The Evolution Collective is about building a community of like-minded artists. Yeah. No, actually, like-minded humans who have all the tools to live a fulfilling life or a creative life, or even professional artists, let's say, who are looking to evolve in their careers. I believe from this collective, a core team of artists may emerge naturally. So yes, we are planning to launch the record label. We are planning to throw events, starting from sustainability, and hopefully, actually not hopefully, hope is I have a weird relationship with hope. We'll do our best to build this crew of artists. But why subscribe? I mean, in today's world, tutorials, knowledge, and AI insights are literally everywhere. So you can be like, okay, I just go look on YouTube what I need. And it's, yes. But I believe being in a collective like this can help us find ideas and techniques that we might don't know, and maybe we have techniques that others don't know, and we share in the group, and this creates momentum, and we can grow faster and smarter and collaborate, and maybe collaborate on art, collaborate on ideas, collaborate on growth, collaborate on anything. And collaboration definitely accelerates growth. To live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong, someone said, or overcome it, or become friend with it. I believe fear is a great travel companion, but you shouldn't let it drive. Just keep it on the back seat. Listen for advice when you believe it's worth it, and when you believe you can grow from it, and when you believe it's actually helpful. So dissociate from it. Look at it as a voice in your mind. We'll talk about this in more depth in the first episode. This program we will talk about spirituality, but not in a religious way. I am a strong believer in, let's call it the present moment, but I don't want to be like, it's a really powerful tool to live a fulfilling life, to find your creativity underneath, beyond the mind. As creators trying to do something different, the mom of all negative emotions, fear, it's a big factor of like not going out of the path because you're afraid that you will do something wrong. So fear needs to be dealt with. The first steps I would like to take, without being too much of a monk or a guru, I'm not a guru. Life is the best guru, or you can be your favorite guru. And the majority of the people, me included, until not long ago, the mind was using me. And it really, I can't tell you how much it changed my life to realize that I am not, I don't want to sound weird, but maybe some of you know the concept, but we are not our minds. We are the master, but the tool became the master. So in the first episode, I want to make it as simple as I can. It's not that hard, honestly. But yeah, I would like to talk about how to be present and become the master of the mind. Before you use the tool, or sharpen it, you're using it, or better, it's using you. Or sharpen it, I believe you need to learn how to use it. This kind of awareness is the solution to so many situations. I don't like to use the word problems, so here we will use situations or puzzles in our lives, and there's so many aspects, like from, again, the mom of all negative emotions, fear. Simply enjoy the journey to anything. It really so much easier when you have this tool. So that's what I want to talk about in the first episode, but I'd love to hear your thoughts, questions, and advice on topics. As I said, we are here to contribute and to build a community. So the program will evolve. I have some topics I want to talk about, of course, but the program will evolve with the community. Yeah, you can ask questions. This journey is about evolving together. This group, this crew, this whatever you want to call it. This is just the beginning of this journey, this collective, of course, but also as perceivers as a whole. We're just getting started. I have so many ideas. You can check our vision if you're curious. I have a short version because the 5-6 pages one, it's not that handy. We are laying down the foundations of something. I don't want to brag, but I believe in this. I believe in us as a collective, as a community. We are all here to learn, me included. Luckily, growth never ends. It's not a destination. It's a journey. I can't philosophical, and that's what makes life exciting, I guess. There is always something to learn, something to evolve into. I highly recommend taking notes by hand. Is much better because concepts stick with you much more. It sparks creativity and it sparks ideas, and then maybe digitalize them later on. But we'll talk about this as well. I believe this is part of those techniques that turn things that you know in things that you are. So there is a big difference between knowing something and being something. And writing is one of those. But we'll talk about them in future episodes. For now, let me know your thoughts. Welcome again to the collective, and in music and growth we trust. Ciao!